What exactly is Wiz doing?
Hey, Caroline. So actually, Wiz is on the mission to make, in a way, cloud less cloudy and more secure. Wiz helps company to actually everything that they're building and running in the cloud to make it secure. So basically, to identify the most critical risk in AWS, Azure, GCP. That's basically our mission.
Okay, less cloudy, I love that. Talk to us about the threat levels that you're seeing. Where is it most intense? How are you really having to ensure that ransomware isn't penetrating through Wiz?
Yeah, definitely. We all love talking about like the unicorns of the cybersecurity that are uprising, and Wiz is a great example. But for any unicorn in the bright side, I would say that there is a dark unicorn in like ransomware valley in a way. So we do see a huge rise. Definitely, when companies rushed into the cloud, when you look at the security debt that they have in the cloud, that's a huge gap. And I think companies are really, really focused on that area right now.
Wow, ransomware valley, that sounds terrifying. Talk to us about the ways in which those unicorns are being built, the ways in which they're making their money, because for better or worse, crypto sort of got itself a bad name from perhaps being embroiled in ransomware and the ways in which they might be paid. But certainly the administration's been trying to focus in on this and ensuring that that's not just an easy way to go untracked. How are people managing to extort?
Look, it's definitely an unfair advantage that the attackers has today. And I think that we as a community, the cybersecurity, but also companies, that's what we're facing. And I think that one of the most challenging things that we have is we're seeing like nation actions. So, if you look about Russia versus Bank of America, for example, that's an unfair fight. And we as a community must face that.
How do you make it less fair? How do you make it less unfair? How do you make it more fair?
So I think we have a solution about ways, but I truly think it's all about people first and then process. So I think that's kind of the thing that we should focus. And I think that we as a community, if we work together, vendors and partners, and also the customers themselves, if we work together as a community, I think we can give back a fight in a way.
Through ethical hackers and the like? I know that that's something that you have in-house.
Yeah, so in a way, we're super proud. Microsoft just released like the 30 top researchers in the world, and three of them are wizards, part of the Wiz family. And definitely, ethical hacker is something that we're putting lots of effort. And again, ethical hacker is all about working with the companies, from the hacker side, from looking from the attacker side and helping or helping like the cloud providers and the companies to build a better cloud and a safer cloud.
We're just, of course, looking at some of the funding that you've raised, value of $6 billion. You've just raised $250 million in your latest round. Index Ventures in amongst them, Sequoia and the like. The money that you're putting to work, what will it be for?
Look, so again, the demand is huge. We already have 10% of the Fortune 500, and we're growing. So definitely, we're putting more efforts in building the product. So R&D, that's lots of the investment, but also the go-to-market. So we're looking in other geographies like EMEA, and after raising $600 million, we have also the ability to acquire. So inorganic growth is also on the table.